We had another guy called Earl Whiskey who he was, as well as being a good footballer, he used to run the youth club in Shepherd's Bush, top of Shepherd's Bush, like Acton.
Okay.
And he worked at the time with a guy out of QPR who was a scout called Bobby Ross. And he turned around and he said to this Bobby Ross was saying, you know, I work at QPR, you got the White City estate across the road from QPR, thousands of young black boys, why do they never come support the team? And so Earl said to him, well, what do you do for the locals? You don't do anything. Most of our young boys that were at our school, which is around the corner from QPR, get snapped up by Southampton.
Mm-hmm.
So he goes, well, you know, if we know there's any good players, he goes, well, we got a player at Hayes at the moment, Les Ferdinand. How many times have you been to watch him? He goes, I'm going to make a point of coming to watch him. So he came to watch me on the weekend. He went back and he said to QPR, right, there's a boy at Hayes, we need to go and watch, we need to keep an eye on. So then from then on, I started most weekends, there was a scout there watching me. Then it went, and then Brentford came in and said, we want to sign in. I met Steve Perriman, who was the manager at the time.
Who came in?
Brentford.
Brentford, yeah.
Came and said they was interested. And what had happened was, when I was at Southall, we had a boy called Roger Joseph who was right back. Mm-hmm. Roger went to Brentford. And so they'd always kept tabs and blah, blah, blah. Yeah. And then they said, yeah, we were interested. And then QPR came in and said they was interested. And I was 19 and I was like, well, what do I do?
You got two clubs interested.
Yeah, and you know, one was playing in the first division, which would be the Premier League today, and the other one was in the second division. Okay. So it was a no-brainer. It was like, go and test yourself against the best, son, which was what my dad said. And so, and that's what I did.
Who was that at the time?
Sorry?
Who was that at the time? QPR?
Yeah, QPR. So
awesome.
like, you know, if you go to the first division, i.e. the Premier League, and it doesn't work out, you've always got the first, the second, and the second division. If you go to the third division, it doesn't work out. Where are you going to go? Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
So I took his advice there as well, and ended up going to QPR. And it didn't.
Sound. Your dad's sound. He's always coming in with sound.
Yeah, every now and then he's got a little sound bite. Yeah, that's a good one. He's had some bad ones as well, but
yeah, no doubt.
But he's had a couple of good ones.
Do.
He's had a couple of good ones,
yeah.
and that was a good one. And like I said, when I first went to QPR, it took a while for me to, you know, at one stage I'm looking at the Panini magazines and seeing all these professional footballers in there, and the next minute you're in there and you're thinking, wow, you can't like feel like you're not worthy of what you're seeing because you haven't gone through what these guys have gone through. So it took me a while to really settle and understand where I was.